Hi, and welcome to Registering to be a Folk Art Volunteer. This video tutorial will tell you how to register online to be a folk art market volunteer using our online registration system called Shiftboard. We're excited to have you participate in our market as a volunteer. If you've joined us before, you know it's a one-of-a-kind experience. We need approximately 2,000 volunteers to run the International Folk Art Market in Santa Fe, so we definitely need your help, and there are plenty of opportunities for you to help all the way up until the market starts in July, and even a little bit after. This video more or less follows the volunteer how-to guide for Shiftboard that you also received via email and is available on the news page once you log into Shiftboard. So it might be helpful for you to follow along using that document as you listen to this tutorial. If you were a volunteer in 2015 or after, you should already have been in our database and therefore received a login and password to enter the Shiftboard volunteer registration system. If you're a returning volunteer and did not receive a login and password, please contact your team leader, also known as a volunteer chair, or email us at volunteer@folkartalliance.org. But before you do that, please make sure to check your spam folder to see if that email ended up there. If you're a new volunteer or have not volunteered since 2014 or earlier, please visit our website at folkartalliance.org and go to the Santa Fe Opportunities page for the Santa Fe Market. And there, if you scroll down, you will find a link here for new volunteers. So here's an application form for new volunteers. And if you're looking to participate in the Dallas market, you can go to the Dallas Volunteer Opportunities page to find the appropriate application for the Dallas market. So now we're going to cover logging in to the Shiftboard system. So the email that you received contained a URL, which will take you to this page right here. This is the Shiftboard login page for the Folk Art Alliance. And you're going to enter your email and then your password, and then click login. Know that the temporary email that you received via the email with your login credentials is only valid for 3 days. So if you've waited longer than 3 days, your temporary password is expired, and you can use this forgot password link to have one sent to you, a new temporary password sent to you. Once you log in, you'll be asked to enter a permanent password. So we've entered our email address, which is our login, and our password, and now we're ready to log in. So immediately upon logging in for the first time, it's going to take you to this profile tab. It would be great if you would upload a photo because it will help your volunteer chair to know who you are once you arrive to volunteer. So that's not required, but it's a very helpful thing to do. But there are several required fields on this page. One is birth date, so you need to enter your birth date. You need to enter your gender. You need to enter your race. And you need to enter your zip code. And this is all data that we collect for demographic purposes and for grant reporting purposes. And then there's one other required field at the bottom, but it's also helpful for you to give us this other information. You may already be assigned to teams, but you can put team choices in here. Tell us what your availability and capacities are, and importantly, tell us what kind of language skills you have, your level of fluency, and whether or not you can help translating with written materials. Those are not required, but this volunteer agreement at the bottom of the page and waiver and release of liability and photo release is required for every volunteer who works at any of our markets. So the way that you complete this field is to read through it and click yes, and then click update. If you don't fill out all those fields, you will not be able to navigate off your page. So if you're stuck, that's why all 5 of those fields have to be filled in before you can navigate off of them. So then generally the default page is the news page. News for everyone is at the top of the page, and then there may also be team news for the various teams that you're a member of, and we'll talk about that more in a minute. So we just covered updating your profile and required fields. So now we're going to talk about your teams and how to contact your team leader / volunteer chair. So again, those 2 terms are interchangeable. Team leader and volunteer chair are the same thing. So once you log in, to take a look at your teams, you're going to go up here to the red navigation bar, and you're going to go to Teams and click on My Teams. And here you're going to see a list of teams that you've been a member of before or expressed a preference for before. If there's a team listed that you don't want to be a member of, you can just click Remove Me over here, and you'll be taken off as a member of that team. So if you click on the team, you'll see a description. So here is a description of the team and what it's all about. And then if you click on contact info, you'll see the primary contact for your team. I'm the contact for the artist assistant team for the moment. And if you need to contact your volunteer chair team leader, you can click on this contact button and send them a message right through the Shiftboard system. So you just type in your subject and your message and hit send message. So next, we're going to go to selecting shifts, which is the most important part, of course. So once you've navigated to the correct team, so see here that we're within the artist assistant team, you can go to calendar and then schedules. And the calendar is defaulting to the week of June 25th because that's when our earliest shift starts for ambiance decorating. This person, Salvador, is not a member of that team, so we're not seeing those shifts here. But if you were a member of the ambiance decorating team, you would see those shifts here. We're going to navigate forward to market weekend. And here you're going to see the shifts for all of the teams that you're a member of. So Salvador Sample is a member of the interpreter team. So you see interpreter shifts here. He's a member of the cashier team. So you see cashier shifts here. And he's also a member of the artist assistant team. And so you see artist assistant shifts here. And so there are a lot of shifts on this page because these are teams that have many needs and lots of shifts available. So the red shifts are the ones that are available. And then as the shifts start to get taken, or you take a shift for yourself, they'll end up in green. So let me show you what that looks like. So you can click on, say you want to work on the artist assistant team, and you see the artist name here in the subject field. You can click on it. There's 2 shifts total. They're available. And then you can say, take this shift. And it'll ask you to confirm. And there you are, Salvador is in the schedule. So as soon as you go into the schedule, you're gonna get a confirmation email. So you are scheduled. You don't need to hear anything else from us. Once you get that confirmation email, you're in. Now, let's say that Salvador also speaks Hindi and wants to be a Hindi interpreter. So he's going to take another shift on Wednesday before the market starts to help with new artist training. And you'll notice here when the pop-up box comes up that it says sign up list. You can't take the shift. So the shifts are set up in one of three ways. They're set up so you can just take it. They're set up for a sign up list. And so when it's set up for a sign up list, you click on it and you ask to sign up. You can also attach a message to the volunteer chair to it if you want, but you don't need to. And you'll go on a sign up list, and then your volunteer chair team leader will decide who from the people on the sign up list is best suited for that shift and put you in. Once you're in the shift, your name will appear in the schedule in green and you will get a confirmation email, but not until the volunteer chair has put you into the shift. Also, there's a third option, which is that you could click on a shift, and let me find one here that's set up this way. Scrolling down, you can see there are lots of shifts for these three teams. I'm going to show you how to more easily navigate that in a second. So you're scrolling down. Let's see, I'm looking for one for Friday evening. Must have missed it here. Oh, okay, I was looking at the wrong day. So this is Friday. So the dates are up here. So this is Friday the 14th. And we're looking for an artist assistant shift, which starts in the evening. So 5 to 9:30 p.m. Or 10, it's actually 5 to 10 p.m. this year for the artist assistants. And so you may click on a shift, like if you click on this one. And so the third option is that it might be no pickup. And for various reasons, an artist or a volunteer chair might set up a shift to be no pickup, which means at that moment, you cannot schedule yourself for it. So it could be that they already know of someone who they're going to put into that shift, or it could be that they're trying to get people to sign up for a different day. So if you click on it, you'll see this message: this shift is not available for sign up at this time. So you'll also see no pickup in the schedule. So one other note, which is that if you want to work all day, like say on Saturday, so Salvador is signed up from 7 a.m. to 12:30 p.m. For Alia David Harajan. And I know that some people like to work all day as artist assistants or cashiers. And if you want to do that, what you do is you go in and you also take the afternoon shift for that same artist or for a different artist. But the cashier shifts and the artist assistant shifts will allow for 30 minutes overlap so that you can schedule yourself for the morning shift and for the afternoon shift. So all of the other shifts across the Shiftboard system prevent you from double booking yourself. So if you signed up in the morning on the green team and then you come into the cashier schedule and you're trying to sign up for a morning shift in the cashier schedule, it won't let you do that. But it will allow for this little bit of overlap in the artist assistant and in the cashier schedule so that you can sign up for all day if you like. So that's selecting shifts. Now we're going to look at joining new teams. So if you go back to the top of your screen, you click on Teams to join teams. And this will give you a list of all of the teams that are available to join that you're not currently a member of. So you click on it and you say, add me now, and then complete. And for some other teams, they are set up so you can't click Add Me Now, but you can say Get More Information because the volunteer chair is controlling how many people get onto their team. So you say Get More Information, and the volunteer chair will get a request and then approve that request or not to join that team. So you'll see both of those scenarios. When you're looking to join new teams. And note that not all teams accept new members, so membership is at the discretion of the team leader / volunteer chair. So now we're going to talk about navigating the calendar. So we're going to go back and go to calendar and then schedules. And because we were already in here, it's taking us back to the same week of market this year. And so you see all these shifts. And right now it's in week view, which is the default view. But I want to show you that there are a few other ways to look at this. So you can look at a day view. So if you're only available, say, on Saturday, July 15th, you can click on that and you will see all of the available shifts. And it works the same way. You just click on it, a box will appear over here, and you can either take the shift or put yourself on the sign-up list, however it's structured. You can look at an hour view for a particular day. So if you're available on the 16th, but you're only available in the morning, you can see all of the shifts across the different teams that are available in the morning. And you can click on that, and then you'll see a morning shift pop up over here. For the bike valet team or whichever team you click on, and you can say take this shift, yes, confirm this time, right? So that's the hour view. Then there's the list view, which will give you just a whole list of everything. And again, you can click on that and sign up for shifts. The month view is more or less just a preview because of course you can't possibly see all the shifts here. You see that there are 2 confirmed for Saturday the 15th, but there are 711 shifts available. So it's really just giving you a preview. But if you want to see where we still really need people, this is a way to do it. And then again, the default is the week view. And when you click back on that, it's going to ask you, do you want time view or staff view? And you want to click on time view. And so then it takes you back to the default view. So now we're going to talk about using filters, which is going to be particularly helpful if you're looking for a particular artist in the schedule, which you can do up until May 31st. Oops, for some reason it flipped back, but let's go back to week view. The system is not glitch free. So using filters is going to help you find an artist that you're looking for. So let's go back to the market week. And you can click on filters up here. And there's 2 ways to do this. One is that you can click on client, and the client drop-down menu will appear over here. And in here we have an alphabetized list, alphabetized by first name or group name, list of all the artists. So here you see some artists are listed by name. And in this case, the artist is listed by group. It just depends on which one we thought was better known or the structure of the organization. So Adiv Pure Natural Products is obviously a group of artists, and they're listed in the schedule by the group name. Most of the other people are individual artists. So you can click on their name, click apply, and you will see any available shifts for that artist. For some reason, there are not any for that artist. So let me try again. Click apply. And there you go. You see which shifts are available for this artist. So it's showing you Friday available shifts for this artist, and you can see that Salvador is already in for a couple of shifts. And it's showing you Sunday shifts for the artist. Okay. So be sure if you're using a filter, you need to click on the Remove Filters button. Otherwise, every time you come back to this screen, the filter is going to be on, at least until you log out. So you remove filter and then uncheck it. Another way to do it is to, oops, I'm sorry, wrong screen. Go back up here to Filters and click on Keyword. And then you can type just about anything in here, but it has to be accurate. So you could type a part of an artist's name, like Sony, and click Apply. And it will show you shifts for Dharmendra Soni and anyone else with SONI in their name. So that is a way of shortening the list, but again, the spelling has to be correct. Or alternatively, like if you wanted to be an interpreter and you spoke Chinese, you could click Apply and see all of the needs for Chinese interpreters throughout the market. And then again, it works the same way. You click on available shifts and you can sign up. You can either take the shift or put yourself on the sign up list. So again, don't forget to click on Remove Filter and uncheck the box. So next, we're going to talk about working with a partner, which you manage yourself using the schedule and Shiftboard. So to volunteer with one or more partner, hopefully you're communicating with them about when they signed up. So you may just be able to go into the schedule, find the shift that corresponds with that person, with what the person told you they signed up to help set up on Friday morning. And you go in and you find a setup schedule that matches what your spouse or friend told you. But there's another way to do it, which is you can go to Source and click on Shared View. And Shared View is going to show you who's already registered. Okay. So let's say that you are wanting to register with Sonia Rodriguez. You can also go in and search. Oh, actually that won't work. We have to find it. The keyword won't search. It will not search for people who people's names of volunteers, but it will search for things that are in the subject line, which is here. So we go to Shift View, or we're in Shift View, we go to Shared View. And nothing appears. There are some glitches in the system. So let's look at Laura. So say you want to volunteer with Laura. And we're on Sunday the 16th. So let's go to the day view. And we're going to look at all of the shifts for Sunday. And if we go back to Shift View, we should see that there's a shift open. So you can go in, then that's the same time, say that you were wanting to volunteer with Laura, you go in and you take this shift. So it's just a matter of the shared view just lets you see who's registered. So if you're looking for a partner, you can go in and do that. Oh, I'm already double booked. So you see it won't let you do that as Salvador is already double booked. But if you weren't double booked, it would let you take this shift. So that is a way, the shared view is a way for you to figure out when your partner is working and then go in and find the same shift. So please keep in mind that all the shifts are assigned on a first come, first served basis. If you're not able to pair with your partner because there are no more shifts available or there aren't two for the same slot, you can either decide you're going to work at different times or in different locations, or you can try to find a different shift with 2 available positions. Just be sure that if one of you had already registered and you're going to go looking for something else so you can work together, that the person who's already scheduled goes in and unconfirms their shift before you go looking for one together, because again, it won't allow you to double book. And I'm going to show you in a second how to remove yourself from a shift if you need to. So removing yourself from a shift. So one other way to see what you've committed to, say, you sign up in April, you come back in May, and you're like, what did I sign myself up for? You should have gotten confirmation emails, but you can also see it a couple of different ways here in the system. So one is this coverage box. So when it reads any and all scheduled, it's going to show you all the available shifts for the teams that you're on, plus the shifts that you're confirmed for. So that's one way to see it. But if you're on some of the big teams, it might be hard to see all the shifts that you're on. So if you want to see all the shifts that only you are confirmed for, Shiftboard will only show you your schedule and the available shifts for the teams you're on. You click on confirmed, and if we go back to the week view, again, time view, you can see all the shifts that you're scheduled for. So this is showing us Sunday, July 16th. If you go back, Salvador is also scheduled for an all-day shift as an artist assistant on Saturday. So that's confirmed. If you come in and you want to see only where we still need help, you can click on needed or available coverage, and that will show you where we still need people to sign up. And again, you're encouraged to take more shifts up to your availability, and the system won't let you double book yourself. So, but if you need to remove yourself from a shift, go to confirm shifts, click on the shift, the green shift where your name is entered, and then you can click unconfirm, and it will say yes, ask you to say yes, super yes, unconfirm me. And so then you're out of that shift in the schedule. So this process of unconfirming will work up until 5 days before your scheduled shift. After that time, you must contact your team leader / volunteer chair to cancel within 5 days of your shift. So we really ask that you not be a no-show. No-shows are people who don't cancel, but then they don't show up. This really causes a lot of grief for other volunteers and artists and volunteer chairs at the market, because if you just don't show up, then suddenly everyone's scrambling to figure out how to cover your shift. So we really ask that you don't do that, barring any emergency, and we will be tracking no-shows this year, so we will know who doesn't show up. So please, if something changes in your schedule, come in 5 days before your shift and cancel it so that we know you're not coming. Next, we're going to talk about managing notifications. So you can do that. You'll notice you get to your account up here in the right-hand corner. You'll see your name, and then you go to My Account. And then within this kind of sub-menu, there's a Notifications tab. And here are the settings. We ask that you do not turn this to send no email. If you tell us to send no email, you'll get no confirmations. You'll get no details about processes and procedures changing for arriving at market or any urgent information we need to get to you. So it's very important that if you're going to be a volunteer with us, that we have an email for you. We also ask that you enter a phone number on the profile tab so that we know how to reach you, so the IFAA staff can reach you and your volunteer chair can reach you. This system does not send fundraising emails or general Folk Art Alliance e-newsletters, so that's a different system. If you want to be removed from that list, you can contact a member of our advancement team by calling the Folk Art Alliance office. But just know that this system is for volunteer shifts only, and so the information that we're sending you during the market season is important information, and it's important that we can send you emails. And then if you also want text messages and text message reminders, you can enter your carrier here, your mobile number. It'll send you a text message, and then click update. Okay. Okay. And so, as I mentioned, there is a news page here that will also always be the default page after you've logged in for the first time. And on this page too, there's also kind of a quick start guide that will navigate you quickly to your teams, your calendar, to your account. So you can use that. But check this page for new information. And again, you may also have information from your volunteer chairs under Team News when you log in here. If you need to reach someone, you can click on this megaphone and send us a message and just enter it here right through the system. It will send an email to us, and then we'll reply to your email account with a response. Okay, so, and one last word. If all else fails, there are some glitches in the system. Sometimes you click on buttons and they don't seem to work like they should. The system freezes. If all else fails, just log out. Go up here to your name, click log out, and you can always log back in. So if you still need help or have questions, please reach out to us using the couple of methods that I showed you. And we thank you so much for working with us as a volunteer. We could not run these markets without you. It's a wonderful experience to have you join us. And the artists, the other volunteers, and everyone in the Folk Art family really thanks you for your dedication to the market and for volunteering with us.